Hey, is right. My name is Miss Roots.
And I'm Mistaken.
And together we are
Taken 2026 by the horns.
the year of the whore.
Yes.
Last year was snake.
Yeah, I'm going to take your word for that because I tend to look it up but never retain that information. So I'm very astrological at times in the month. So like I kind of will take a moment to be like, where am I with the stars? And then I forget all about it.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same. I tend to be astrological when the stars are telling me good things.
I also kind of agree with that. However, when they kind of give you a warning, I start to prescribe what that's going to be. So I'm like, she's going to start annoying me now.
I don't know whether it's just my algorithm or what, but I don't tend to get warnings.
Oh, I get warnings.
Mine is like...
No, you just ignore them.
No, I don't get warnings. Mine, I keep getting a thing recently being like, you were going to get a promotion this year. And I'm like, I don't know how I can get a promotion. I don't think this is the kind of job that I can get a promotion.
Yeah, like I'm not promoting you to anything.
No.
Maybe chief editor and bottle washer.
Maybe you'll get me something nice.
Maybe. But I have seen your TikTok when we have been side by side and you swipe past warnings.
Do I?
Yeah.
Well, like, what kind of
you
warnings?
actually do, and I just realised that now. That's very funny. So you will have, like, if there's something that's like, you know, be very careful with your emotions today because you could swipe.
No,
you're done. You're done.
I'm not doing it. No,
not doing it.
Interesting. I don't. I obviously do that psychologically.
Sure.
I wonder what the stars have to say about that.
But you see, now there's a danger here, right? Because we've talked previously about how we're kind of getting a little bit more spiritual, not in a religious sense, but in a trust the universe, trust your gut, you know, all that kind of thing. I do think there's a toxic side to that. Because what do you mean for the past 3 nights we haven't really been able to sleep? But I came to you last night while brushing my teeth and what state is the moon in?
What phase of the moon are we in at the moment?
Do you know what I mean? I think it just goes I can't blame the moon for the fact that I can't sleep.
It probably has something to do with the fact that we doom scroll before bed and the blue light more so than the moon being in its like lateral phase or whatever that even means.
Yeah, but like there's also a weird coincidence because you see, as an analytical person myself, I was able to map out the times that I haven't been able to sleep and then cross-reference that with the stars and the globe and the moon. And when there's a particular... Last night was an anomaly. So in astrological terms, what they when they're talking about anomalies, what that means is something out of pattern.
Anomalous.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think that's a word.
It is, but it's probably more so for accounting purposes. But there is a really weird thing that when there is a full moon, we actually don't sleep.
I don't sleep very well. I don't
follow the moon, so I don't know it's a full moon until usually after. Usually you'll see like the Daily Star or something has put up.
I don't.
Full moon means we're dying.
I also tend to be like, oh look, it's a full moon, and I don't know if I know what a full moon looks like. Like I obviously know what a crescent moon looks like, but there's often times that I'm like, oh look, a full moon, and I know full
moon and I know half moon quite well. Yeah, thanks to
Jaffa cakes. Yeah.
But
it is, well, it's actually not an astrological new year yet. Yeah, I don't think, is it? Isn't that February?
I think that's the Lunar New Year.
Is that the Chinese New Year?
I think we call it Lunar New Year.
Okay. Do we?
I think we do.
Okay. I didn't know if that was the same thing or different.
I think they're probably linked closely with a rebrand and a refresh.
I was about to be
PR and cultural reasons.
I was about to be like, why can't we all have the same New Year? But that would be erasure.
Yeah, it would be.
So why don't we change to their New Year?
We kind of have because we
we're
haven't
so astrological now.
We tend to not do a lot in January.
That's actually, and this is what we're going to start off talking about. January's flat to the mat. What's that about?
I know.
And everyone I'm talking to is like flat out.
Everyone has been busy this January.
Yeah. What's like good?
Like
fab. That's great.
Love that for
Lovely.
you.
But I do anticipate a few cozy weeks, and I haven't had very many cozy weeks. The moon's been ruining it for me.
I'm not going to say that you're wrong,
but
I'm going to hold you a little bit accountable.
Right.
You've had plenty of cozy time.
I said weeks. I've had maybe a cozy day.
No, you're annoying me now. None of this is in the notes, and we're it's gone too far now. So,
well, for example, what is in the notes is that we've started a sewing class,
which is cozy, and we've done it for multiple
weeks. Cozy
weeks.
About me doing that sewing class. I'm fighting for my life in that sewing class.
Right. So we have started sewing classes.
I don't retain. If this podcast has taught you nothing about me, it's that I don't retain information.
Yeah, that's true.
So the concept of a sewing class is great because I can do a French hem that week. Come next week. I don't have a clue how to. I don't
we
know
do
what
have a
I'm
sewing
doing.
class tonight, and you don't know what you're going to do for the sewing class.
No,
tonight.
I do. In fairness, I actually do. I have found a pattern for
A shawl.
a leotard.
Okay.
Groundbreaking, I know, that I want to make like shoulder pads into. That doesn't mean it's probably going to turn out as like a parka. Like, I don't know,
Okay.
but I'll use it
I
for
do
something.
think so. On the topic of the sewing classes, right? So we're as new to it as each other in a sense. We have a general aptitude to a point, as in we know what we want. We know what we.
If
the
that's
end
what you
product.
class as an aptitude,
Well,
I don't
we're not
think that's
going-
what an aptitude
We're
is.
not going in flying blind, like looking at the pattern, going like, right, well, I don't know what this is. Like you're looking at a pattern that's for a leotard. I was looking at a pattern that's for a glove. We know what we want that to look like by the end.
Yeah,
So we're not like baffled when it doesn't work out. We're
Mhm.
like, okay, we need to change something.
I would consider myself baffled when it doesn't work out, but I do understand the consensus of what
But
you're
the
trying
part,
to say.
so you know when I said about you getting warnings.
Yeah,
So I tried to help you in the sewing class last week
Yeah.
with your pattern
Mm.
because when you print out the pattern, it kind of gives you a general the kind of it's this kind of number
It's
formula.
like a jigsaw, really.
No, so it kind of goes A1, B1, C1,
Mm.
and then you match up A, B, and C side by side.
See, that's where they
and-
get me because
Mhm.
alphanumerical. It's alphabetical or numerical. Don't throw the two together. What do you mean 1B? No,
No, B1.
whatever. It's no.
It
I
kind
can't
of-
do two thoughts at once.
Sure, but there was somebody there to help you, and it took you an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, and in fairness, I'm starting to sense the trend of what you're saying about things that maybe sometimes I just don't pay attention to
Like the writing on the
information
wall.
because I don't remember you helping me at all in that.
I know you don't,
I
and I know by your passive aggressiveness that you.
I
didn't.
swipe past that in real time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was a TikTok that I just swiped past because I said not doing it.
I asked you, did you want help? And you said, I just can't figure it out. And I said, okay, do you want me to help you? You said, I just don't understand why I can't figure it out.
Those
While
are my-
actively offering
Those are
to
my
help you.
feelings.
Yeah, but right, anyway, we've started selling
This
classes.
isn't news to you,
No, it's not news to me, but we skirted by it and we didn't talk about it.
but I am very excited about the concept, and as I am enjoying them, and I do agree that the sentiment is there that it is cozy, and
This is the most us thing. Sorry, that was our first class.
well, we've now done two. We've done an introduction class. We done
Yeah,
a
but like,
tutorial
we're
too.
talking as if we're going 10 weeks, 12 weeks, and we're in haute couture now. We're not. You didn't
Okay.
even get to finish the leotard.
No, I
last week.
didn't. I put
I
together.
made one glove.
I put together my pattern and then cut out the fabric and then realized that somehow the pattern I found was the wrong pattern and I should have known this, okay, because when Lorna, our wonderful instructor, asked me at one point, are you going to be wearing a breastplate? And I said no, and she just said okay, and now I understand the reason she said that is the pattern I found had a peephole in the chest where you naturally would either be a woman with a bosom or a drag queen with a breastplate, because you probably won't wear like you won't want your padded bra there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do understand that she was
Well, you
trying
could
to
have
help,
you could have put a mesh panel in it.
but I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't at all.
But you could have. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just saying, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
You could have. We did start off the year with a new ritual.
Yes.
So
Which actually had a spooky moment during it.
I thought there was more than one spooky
I
moment.
do think there's a second. I can't remember right now. It will come to me.
So we had a couple of the girls over,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing the countdown, and we decided to do this kind of manifestation ritual, which
Yes.
I don't know if we've seen this online.
I
or-
decided.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've seen it online or you just were like, this is what we're doing because.
I probably did
I'm
see the
feeling the
TikTok,
moon.
but I swiped by it. But it's in there somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So essentially, we wrote our intentions for 2026 and our kind of what we wish for ourselves. Not necessarily like, I'm going to be rich in 2026, not that kind of stuff, but practical things that
Yeah.
we want to change, or kind of like a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, but then one of our
essentially.
friends also said apparently that might be bad luck. So then what we done is we said we'll do a catch-all and we'll
Yeah.
also write what we don't want.
We
Because
done
we
it-
couldn't quite decide which one was right
We
way
done
to go.
do's and don'ts, and then
Yeah.
like there is superstitions, and of course there's variables, but we wrote them down.
We did put air spin in it as well because we done a shot once we burned it.
Yeah, so you write them down,
Yeah.
you burn it in a bowl, and then you take a shot.
Yeah.
The shot was probably our part, to be fair.
The shot was our part.
And then so we kind of set that, and I kind of liked that was kind of like a thing
It was
that
nice.
we just said, yeah, let's do it. Like
It was
we,
10 minutes before the countdown.
yeah,
so-
it was very rushed.
Yeah.
One of the
we actually
spooky
almost
moments-
missed the countdown.
Yeah, one of the spooky moments was you went to somebody's
paper hadn't burned fully.
Hadn't
So
yet.
no one's burned fully because we were just using a little candle,
But
right?
mine did, because I made a point of not doing my shot until all of mine
Okay,
burned.
fair.
'Cause
Well,
I thought that was bad juju.
yeah, some of the other girls didn't burn to completion, but when I put mine in, mine kept
That
burning.
sentence alone is wild.
Yeah, yeah. When I put mine in, it burned up everyone else's. And one of my manifestations was, I don't think I'm not there for people, but to be really conscious, like actively seek out to make sure that everyone around me this year has what they need, because I do think 2025 was a bit mad for everyone, and everyone, I felt that everyone was kind of in their own thing, and I'm now in a headspace where I'm like, no, I can be there for other people actively, rather than someone having to come to me to be like, I come to you, do you know what I mean? And when I put mine in, it burned up everyone else's, and I did take that as like a spooky moment of like, right, well, my manifestation is helping everyone else's manifestation. Now, I also did just put a burning piece of paper amongst other pieces of paper.
Yeah.
So like that is science too. And then the other spooky moment, so that was lovely. I think we did a little hug. Did we do like a little group hug or something?
I don't think we done a group hug. I think that was too much.
I think we might have just given each other a nod.
I think we just said, yes, brother.
But then what we done was at midnight we obviously done the cheers and all the kind of stuff, and we had chilled a bottle of prosecco in the fridge. But I also chilled a bottle of champagne in the fridge, and you went to go get the bottle of prosecco, and I said no. I said, we have this bottle of champagne here for I think 2 years, and I was like, this is the year that we're using the champagne. And I brought it out and I said to our gals, I was like, we're going to pour prosecco, but why settle for prosecco when you can have champagne? And in that second, it popped itself.
It did. It was really, really weird.
It was weird. And again, I know that like it's bubbly, it's going to do that kind of thing. But we didn't even touch it.
But it was just sitting around.
We just took the cage off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
moral of the story is never take the cage off.
Never take the cage off. Yeah. No lock January. Is that what it's called?
Are you referencing Locktober?
Locktober, yeah. Yeah.
Things just go too far south sometimes. Do you know what I mean? They just take too much.
It was in front of me. I don't know what you expected me to do it about it, like.
Okay.
But the year was starting off with a bang, and since then it's been like the manifestation has been like you said, we're not necessarily manifesting like I want loads of money, but we want to be busy, we want to be doing bits, we want to be in
we want to ride the wave.
Demand. We want to ride the wave.
Yeah.
And I think we are riding that wave so far.
And if you're listening to this and you set an intention or an ins and an out or a whatever it is, hopefully it's on track. But if not, take this as your reminder to get back on track and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
We have something really, really fun and exciting to announce. Because we have almost been doing this podcast a year. We've been doing this podcast 6 months. We have almost been doing this podcast a year.
Yeah.
And the time has come. We are finally going to do a live show.
We are going to do a live show.
Guests.
And a live audience.
Hopefully.
In person.
If they
live.
Up. Who knows?
Well, so where we are doing it is we are going to be at the Outing Festival in Ennis this year. I said Ennis with a question mark because it wasn't in Ennis last year. For anyone who doesn't know what the Outing Festival is, it is a LGBT dating festival.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Lisdon Varna matchmaking festival, but
gay.
For the gays.
Well, queer, because it's... There's the doorbell now. There is the doorbell now. It's queer because it is inclusive for everyone.
Yes, everyone is welcome. So we're going to be doing our first ever live episode. It's on Valentine's Day, which I think is very fitting.
Yes.
We're going to have 2 wonderful guests, which we will announce on social media.
Yeah.
And I am really excited. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Right. Okay. So I'm nervous because 1, nobody could turn up. So that's one thing.
Well, I'm going to put a pin in that because people are already at the festival. So what else are they going to do? Like,
they
it's
could
in
be
a hotel.
That's why I'm nervous, because I'm like, if they decide I would rather do nothing else than this, do you know what I mean?
I'm
like, that's an option for people to not turn up.
Yeah,
and that terrifies me.
Yeah.
So there's that. However, even if people don't turn up, we are still going to record the episode.
Yes.
So we're still going to have it, and we're hopefully going to be able to release it. So that part I am excited for. And I'm excited to have the footage of it and the recording of it and that kind of stuff, because we're going to have 2 of the gals and we have some fun things and we have something fun to announce.
Yes.
on the live episode.
We do.
Not us announcing the announcing of an announcement.
We are announcing that we are going to be at the Outing Festival making an announcement.
Aye, that's so us.
If anyone's interested in the announcement of our announcement, we will be doing
You'll
it
have
at
to
the
you'll
Outing
have to turn
Festival.
up.